have a system, follow the system. Don't shy away from distractions. Try to understand them.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Franchise Feedback. My name is Terry Coker, and I am here with Ray Fanning. Hello, Ray.
Hello, Terry. How are you today?
I'm doing really good. How about you?
Living the dream.
Living the dream. I understand that. We are franchise consultants. We help people that are looking for business ownership investigate the world of franchising. And once a week, we drop into the mailbag and we answer questions that we find from individuals out there who said, hey, Terry, hey, Ray, what about this? So did you dip into the mailbag this week, Ray?
I did, Terry. And actually, first thing I want to say is we had a lot of great questions. So I want to thank each and every one of you who is direct messaging us these great questions. And we love to get them. We love to answer them and keep them coming. The question that we have decided for this week that we picked out of the mailbag is, again, love these questions. How do I stay on track when I have so many distractions taking place? So Terry, how do I stay on track in my investigation when I have so many distractions taking place? What do you think?
So as I hear the question, the problem is distractions. Well, if you're in business, there are plenty of distractions all the way around, whether you're an employee, business owner, a mom, life's full of distractions. So I would say to someone that I'm working with, if you have a vision, okay, if you've taken the time to sit down and think about what you're trying to create, and you've got that in a written fashion, then you know what you're trying to achieve, you know where you're headed, you have a design on the future. That would be number one. Second would be the process that we use, Ray, which is a strategy-based process. So we take your vision, we take conversations, and we form those into a strategy. If you have a vision, if you have a strategy, then what you need is a process, and that's what we bring to the table with our years of experience in helping people go through investigations. That will help you with all the distractions. You know what's coming next, you know where you're going, you know what you're looking for. Bam, 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 bam. That would be what I would say to someone I'm working with who says, Terry, I'm distracted. What would you say to them, Ray?
Well, Terry, what I would say is that this is normal. It happens very often in the process of investigating a business. And I would say that the most important thing to do is to take control. And like you said, a system, a process. Now, we're pretty big fans of the educated decision process, of course, and I think that's a great way to do it. But a process will help keep you on board with what you're trying to do. The next thing I would say is that it's important to identify what is causing the distractions. You know, maybe it's just life is happening. Perhaps this is because of fear of the unknown. You know, that often creeps in even when we don't realize it. So it's a little bit of going back to your strategy, but also going back to your vision and then going into your own motivations. So have a system, follow the system. Don't shy away from distractions, try to understand them. That's what I would recommend to my folks.
I think that's a very good counsel. And I think a reasonable analogy is if you were going to go whitewater rafting and you had never been before, it was your first time, you would want to go with a guide, somebody that had been down the river, you know, hundreds, maybe thousands of times, who knew where the rocks were, knew where the rapids were, you know, knew where the water got shallow. Someone who's been there can just guide you through, you know, all the traps in the river. And that's what we do for the people that we work with. Ray and I have done literally thousands of franchise investigations. So if you'd like to work with someone who will help you define a vision, create a strategy, and then maneuver through the river of a franchise investigation, that's what we do. And as Ray said a few minutes ago, thank you for all your questions. If you have one, you can leave it down below, direct messages, comment box, and we'll pull it out of the mailbag and see you on the next episode of Franchise Feedback. Say goodbye, Ray.
Goodbye, everyone.